I'm tired of being humble. I'm tired of letting people think they got a chance. This is my show. This is my camera. I run it. Oh!
Insights to Excellence by Michael Jordan on NBA on NBC telecast the other night. Before we get into that, get this video a like, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all things outside the playbook. Insights to Excellence, Michael Jordan, he was talking about load management. It's a very, very heated topic amongst NBA fans, former players, current players. Everybody's talking about lessening games so they can play more, things like that. Then Michael Jordan has something to say about it. So we're going to listen to what Mike had to say. Then we're going to offer some commentary.
Insights to Excellence with Michael Jordan. He spoke about load management and how he would play through injuries and flu games for anyone and everyone that would come to the games to watch him. Here's the full episode.
The term load management has become such a hot button in the NBA.
How I know you were going to talk about that one?
Because you played 80 games a lot. You played 82. What do you think of when you hear the term load management thrown around?
It shouldn't be needed, first and foremost. You know, I never wanted to miss a game because it was an opportunity to prove. It was something that I felt like, you know, the fans are there to watch me play. I want to impress that guy way up on top who probably worked his ass off to get a ticket or to get money to buy the ticket.
You really cared about the guy who sat in the top deck at the Palace in Auburn Hills to watch you when you came to Detroit?
Yeah, because I know he's probably yelling at me, and I want to shut him up. You know, he's calling me all kinds of names. I definitely want to shut him up.
Right.
You have a duty that if they're wanting to see you, and as an entertainer, I want to show, right? So if the guys are coming to watch me play, I don't want to miss that opportunity. Now, physically, if I can't do it, then I can't do it.
There's the point everybody is confusing, okay? He's not talking about going out on the basketball court, one leg hanging on, and still playing the game. Right? He's not talking about that. He's talking about going into the NBA season, going to the front office, going to the coaching staff with a list of games saying, I'm not playing these games, or I'm not playing back-to-backs this season, things like that, right? So there's a lot of misconception about what he's getting at. What he's saying is, if I can go, I'm gonna go. He also mentioned somewhere in here about the flu game or the food poisoning game or whatever. All right, we'll let him talk about it.
But physically, if I can do it, and I just don't feel like doing it, that's a whole different lens.
So give me the first time that you came to that fork in the road in your career where you could have sat down and missed a game, but you fought through.
Started my career.
Okay.
I twist my ankle. And I had a teammate. He says, "You twist your ankle, young fella. Come over and sit with me. You know, this is you need to." I said, "No, man. I'm trying to make a name for myself. There's no way I can sit. You know, I need to get out there and show what I'm capable of. I want to play. I want to win. I want to make an impact." And I twisted my ankle. I taped it up, and I went back out, and I played. I always felt that. I always felt the necessary need that I could never leave my comrades out if I could perform, right? Even if I couldn't. You know, Utah, great example. You know, everybody said the flu game. It's game 5, which is a very pivotal game. I was going to find a way to get out there, even if I was a decoy. Well, once I got out there, you know, you never know how, you know, pushing yourself, you never know what happens, right?
So that night you got out there and you found you could do more than you thought you were going to be able to do.
Next thing you know, the emotions, the situation, the need.
His adrenaline got going, all right? And he's correct. Sometimes once you get out on the court, get your sweat going, you start feeling the energy, you start feeling the adrenaline. Now, the worst part is when you're no longer flying on that high, that adrenaline anymore. Oh, pardon my distraction. The Baltimore Ravens on Thursday Night Football. Lamar Jackson just came back, so I'm splitting my attention. But what Mike is essentially saying is sometimes you got to find out where your limits are. You got to find out what your body is really capable of on a certain night, even if it feels like, you know what, I'm not 100%. You got to give something to find out, like I said, where that limit is. And if you have teammates and in a big game, right, you got to come through if you're that guy.
Need of the team, You know, all those things catapulted me to, I'm gonna gut this thing out. You know, back to your point of what load management is, you know, you play basketball 2.5 hours a day, 3 hours a day, right? That's your job. That's what you get paid to do as an NBA player. What are you doing the other 21 hours? I mean, to me, that's when you should be preparing for your next day of work or your next, you know, challenge.
Now, he's not saying don't do anything the other 21 hours except for basketball-related things, except for getting ready for the next game. That's not what he's saying. He's saying you practice for this amount of hours, you have so much more time on your hands throughout the course of your day to prepare. Physically, mentally, there's some players that because of their age maybe or because of the severity of the injury, they have around the clock work on their body to try to get ready for the next night. That's what he's actually saying. Now, here's what bugged me so bad, okay? Everybody's making it seem like, all right, Michael Jordan retired midway through his career. It was the ultimate load management. That ain't what it is, all right? We're going back. We're now going to play, and y'all, I mean, it's my favorite game on this channel. It's called the numbers game. The numbers game being, in 1985, he plays 82 games. In 1986, he misses majority of the season because of his broken foot, plays 18 games, goes into the playoffs, puts up over 40 against Bird, McHale, Parrish, you know, the whole crew. 1987, 82 games. 1988, 82 games. 89, 81 games. 1990, 82 games. 91, 82 games. 1992, 80 games. The ones in white are the only seasons in his career he didn't play over 80 games. 1993, he played 78 games, but that's still majority of the season, right? Almost a complete season played. Then he retires in 94, and everybody's saying, like, look, that is the ultimate load management. You retire, you go home. The man played 127 games of baseball from April to September. Nobody said anything about load management in baseball. Nobody said he took days off or anything like that. He was playing a whole other sport. 127 games, and he never missed one. From April to September, he played all of them. Now, 95, he comes back. He comes back later in the year, 17 games. Because he's coming back from retirement, right? 96, 82 games. 97, 82 games. 98, another 82 games. At this point, he's played, 13 years in the league, retires. He's out for 3 years. When he comes back, he is 38 years old. The man is 38 years old. Plays 60 games due to injury. He had to have surgery done on his knee. Swelling, fluid in his knee, all of those things. 2003 rolls around. He's dealing with the same issues to some degree. He plays 82 games at 40 years old. At 40, this man played 82 games. And you're going to talk about, you know, the Washington years and how terrible he was, even though he was averaging 25-5 on about 43% shooting, somewhere around there. He was averaging 25-5 and was still making all-star teams at 40 years old. All right, now here's the other aspect of this, right? Load management, and this is what he was talking about. Load management is a strategy to control the physical workload of athletes to optimize performance and health. And just to keep it simple, I took this definition directly from Google, which is what we should be using every time we have these conversations. Just look it up. Make sure we all agree on what exactly it is we're talking about. A strategy to control the physical workload of athletes to optimize performance and health. Methods involve monitoring and adjusting factors like training intensity, frequency, duration, competition time, while ensuring adequate recovery periods. To prevent overtraining and injuries by carefully managing an athlete's physical and mental strain throughout a season or career. Metrics like the ratio of acute, short-term, to chronic, long-term workload are used to ensure increases in training load are gradual and sustainable. Now, when we talk about Michael Jordan and playing the number of games he did every single season, on top of that, we have to mention that once 1990 came around, he was having deep playoff runs throughout the entire time. He was having deep playoff runs. So there's no situation where you're saying, all right, you know, he plays the 82, but no, his season still goes on because he's going to the NBA Finals and he's winning championships. Probably in somewhere around, you know, an extra, just a number off the top of my head, maybe 15 to 20 extra games guaranteed, going from first round all the way to the NBA Finals championship. Shout out Sterl, we here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, here's the other aspect that bothers me. See, Mike dropped this video or this interview, and Jordan stans went crazy. And this happens. You post a LeBron video, they gonna go crazy. They gonna be talking about Jordan this, Jordan that, the slander. You post a Michael Jordan video, I mean, the Jordan stans come out the woodwork like cockroaches. I am a believer that Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time, but I can still acknowledge that LeBron James is one of the greatest we've ever seen. A 6'9", 270-pound freight train, okay? With the mind of Magic Johnson, and this man is the #1 scorer. I mean, come on now. We got to stop playing around with this. LeBron is great. He's second all time in my opinion. This is the nonsense that I'm talking about. This is the nonsense that I am talking about. I posted the Michael Jordan interview, posted it on TikTok. These are some of the comments that I was getting. Hey, LeBum, you hear the real GOAT talking. Corny.
What?
Corny, man. He wanted to show you the hype was real. GOAT mentality. LeBron could never be greater than Jordan because he's not psychotic. Jordan's psychosis in LeBron's body has more than 6 rings. That's the difference. LeBron is a superior athlete, even a superior player at his peak, but he didn't have crazy drive. Now, I know what I want to say in response, but I'm going to skip saying it and skip straight to this part. All right, now, LeBron fans butthurt. This video had nothing to do with LeBron. Nobody said LeBron's name whatsoever. Not a single soul. Nobody said LeBron at all. A true legend. He thought of everyone because he loved the game and came to play. He wanted the challenge and to snatch out players' hearts. He is the true GOAT. That's my opinion. I agree. Okay. MJ, 11 seasons, 6 championships. LJ on his 23rd season, only 4 championships. Do the math, Jordan haters. Why? Why is this a thing that we have to consistently address? Why is LeBron being brought up? And here's the best one. Here's the best one. LeBron has played only 1 82-game season. Jordan played 9 82-game seasons. Let that sink in. He is the GOAT. Here's what I want to address about the LeBron point. Are we just forgetting a whole chunk of history where, okay, he goes from Cleveland to Miami. From that moment, 2010, 2011 season, all the way to the year 2020, okay? LeBron went to the NBA Finals 9 times in 10 seasons, came away with 4 championships. On top of that, he played 2 Team USA Olympics, right? 2 gold medals. So you're telling me that you don't give him any credit for going to the NBA Finals that amount of times. You don't give him any credit for the number of championships he won in that short window of time. The dominance that he displayed running roughshod over the Eastern Conference. And once AD came to LA, they got a chip, right? No credit for that whatsoever. So you're saying he was just load managing all those years. Come on, man. Miles catch up to everybody. Miles catch up to everybody. we are actively choosing what to remember and what to forget when we discuss LeBron James, when we discuss Michael Jordan on both sides of the aisle. Both group of fans have this amnesia when it comes to the greatness of the other player, and that gets on my absolute last nerve.